Okay, so it has been a while since we have done an Am I the A-hole video, and I loved doing these. I love Reddit. I'm someone who used to be very scared of Reddit, and the thought of Reddit was very terrifying to me. But I've recently dived into Reddit, and we have this series on my channel. We've been doing it for quite some time, and for obvious reasons, I haven't really been doing it, and I want to jump right into it. I just need something right now that I'm doing that isn't related to what's going on right now. Okay, people are making fun of me in the chat. They're going, Reddit, boo. I just want to do something that's unrelated to what's going on right now. And actually, I would love to read about situations that are going on in other people's lives to kind of take myself away from my only one that's going on in very loudly in my head. So yeah, this is the Am I the A-hole? I have the Reddit loaded up here. What I'm going to do is click on the hot section, and we're going to see what ones are very conversational starters right now. And I am going to read a couple of them. I'm going to give my opinion, whether I think they're the asshole or not. And you write in the chat over here what you believe. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, please let me know down below. We do this thing where people will literally be like the first one, the second one, the third one, their opinions. They're really fun to read. So if you would like to do that, you can be like the first one. Here's my opinion. And here is what you can come to the conclusion of. There is asshole, not the asshole, everyone sucks, no assholes here. So that is basically what we can provide these people with. So we're like the council. So we have the council over here, Garfield and Jack Skellington, and we have my lovely audience members right here. So us, you, everyone, we're going to come to conclusions. So if you want to watch the other ones I have of these, I will link the little series down below. And let's get into it. So let me move over to the Am I the Asshole subreddit. So I've put in hot, and we're just going to read this first one that's right here. So, oh my god, I haven't done Am I the Asshole in so long. Finally, something about someone else's life that I get to just dissect that isn't my own, or hearing people dissect mine. I love it. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to drive my friend while she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, even though it made her late? I'm going to immediately start that with no. I'm immediately going to start that with no. I don't really need any context, but we'll read it anyway. I, 22 female, joined a hiking group a few months ago to make some new friends. There, I met this girl named Reese, 23 female. Oh, we're just blasting the names. Love it. We share a lot of the same interests, and we became pretty good friends. For the past month or so, Reese has been on the hunt for a new job since her current one has abysmal pay. She finally got an interview about 4 days ago. Her car broke down, and she has to take it to the shop. Because of this, she asked me to drive her to the interview, and I agreed since her apartment and the interview site are within 15 minutes of my apartment. So a good friend looking out, and basically this is someone that they've only met recently. So, I mean, they're a good friend so far from what I'm seeing. On the day of the interview, which was 2 days ago, I drove to Reese's building and she got in the car and everything seemed okay. However, when I was pulling out of the parking lot, I noticed she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. Since I'm uncomfortable driving people without seatbelts, I asked her to put it on, thinking she just forgot. But when I told her that, she told me she doesn't wear seatbelts. What? Hello? I mean, already not the asshole, for sure. This is not at all. I immediately stopped the car and told her she needed to put it on or I would not be moving the car because she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, which is obvious. Especially this is like someone you just know as well, and you're, as the driver, responsible for this person. Like, I don't even think they need to explain themselves. Disrespectful and irresponsible. Yeah, completely. Reese got upset and said that her uncle died in a car accident because he got twisted up in a seatbelt. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure the ramifications of you not wearing a seatbelt would be even worse. Like, what? Hello? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so we're making the argument that, who was it? Her uncle died in a car accident because he got twisted up in a seatbelt. Babe, do you know what happens when you don't wear a seatbelt? Okay. And he wasn't able to get out of the car before it exploded. So she wouldn't wear a seatbelt for safety reasons. Now we just saying stuff. I felt terrible for her, but I stood firm and said I didn't want to get a fine for her not wearing a seatbelt. This is the thing, it falls on the responsibility of the driver. Furthermore, if we had gotten in an accident and she got hurt because she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, and also, you would be guilty in the eye of the law. Reese only got more upset and said it would only be a 15-minute drive, and the chances of us getting into an accident are so low, so it doesn't matter. Okay, well, now you're just not looking out for the driver as well that's taking all this time to, like, cater towards you. She also said she's a grown woman, and I can't control what she does. Well, clearly she does, because she has to drive you to your fucking interview. You know what I mean? I'm an adult, and you don't make my decisions. Well, without me, you're not getting to this interview, bitch. You know what I mean? I said that's true, but I'm also a grown woman and I can choose whether or not I want to drive my car, and if she wasn't going to wear a seatbelt, I wasn't going to drive her. Very valid. We argued for a little bit more before I told her if she can just get an Uber instead if she feels strongly about it. Reese then called me an asshole, got out of my car, and I just left. How weird. She later texted me and said she ended up being late for her interview, and now because of me, she wasn't going to get the job. I told her that all she had to do was put on a seatbelt, and she made herself late. She responded that I wasn't being understanding of her trauma, and I'm a controlling bitch. So now I'm having second thoughts. I don't know, should I have just bitten the bullet and driven her? Alright, chat, please get your opinions in right now. I want to talk about this one. No, because the responsibility falls completely on the driver. And if you're making the argument that, you know, you lost your uncle because he was wearing a seatbelt, okay, worse things happen when you're not wearing a seatbelt. I'm sorry about your uncle. That's awful. That's traumatizing, you know. But they cancel each other out. Okay, chat are saying a loud, not the asshole. And it's a very, if you're making the argument of, it's only a 15-minute drive, we're not going to get into an accident, so why can't you wear a seatbelt for the 15 minutes? I think this person is just very clearly not a good friend. This person is very clearly not a very considerate person. And also, if this person was seriously injured in a car accident, the driver would be held responsible. And I'm sure that the person who didn't wear the seatbelt would throw the driver under the bus. Not the asshole. I mean, firm, not the asshole from me. Is that what we're agreeing with? Chat, not the asshole? In the court, the driver is responsible. Everyone in the chat of Reddit is saying Reese made herself late. So yeah, everyone in my chat saying not the asshole. Oh, hello. Look at this little ad. I love when people do ads and it's just like a photo of themselves. Like, yes, show yourself. Okay, this one is the next one. Am I the asshole for refusing to wear a diaper? This is my favorite thing to do. Before we even read it, put your predictions in. Asshole, not the asshole, everyone sucks, or what? Am I the asshole for refusing to wear a diaper? Put your predictions in. Okay, people are saying yes. Someone's saying no. Put your predictions in on what you think. Not someone saying James Charles. Y'all better stop. Everyone sucks here, not the asshole. Okay, we're gonna read it. So this person's 19 and male. Oh my god, I was about to be like, me too. I'm 20. Oh my god. I live in a delusional state that I'm not 20, or that I'm not a teenager anymore. So my 19 male, mom, 53 male, has been in a really bad mood the last few days, and everyone is aware of it, but hasn't said anything about it. When she's mad, she hates when people talk to her. She doesn't talk much either. Normally it gets better after a couple days, but this time it's been longer than usual, and it's to the point where she doesn't sleep in the same room as my dad, and she hasn't cooked for the past couple of days. This morning, she was saying how I was very irresponsible. She said that she's been stressed lately and couldn't cook, and as the oldest child, I should have cooked for the family. I explained that I still do my chores, such as vacuuming, cleaning the bathrooms, taking out the trash, etc. I love that Americans say trash. It's such an American word to me. Trash. It's so American. It sounds so American. Anyway. She said it doesn't matter, and it was obvious that there was nothing to eat for several days. I said that it was never my task to cook in the past because she always cooked, and everyone still finds something to eat, even if it was a sandwich or something like a frozen pizza. Sounds like my diet every single day. She said that it's not nutritious. That's also what my mom says to me whenever I'm like, I'm eating ramen for the third day in a row. And that we never have food like me either. Vegetables, chicken, pasta, etc. and I should have noticed that something was wrong and cooked for the family. I asked why she didn't expect my dad or my siblings, who are 18 female, 16 male, 13 female, or 11 female, to cook. And she said it's because my dad is so busy with... Where are we going with this? POV, this is Adam's own post. Where are we going with this? Said that the dad's busy with work and the oldest child, it's my duty, duty, to provide for my siblings when my dad and her are unable to. She claims that because I neglected to cook, I was irresponsible and immature. Wait, where are we going with diapers? Wait, is this metaphorical? Is this metaphorical? Or is this actually has something to do with diapers? I'm so confused. I refused to wear the diaper and she texted everyone. I'm so confused. Okay. God, I love Reddit. I tried to explain myself and she didn't listen. It only aggravated her and she went to the closet. She's just like me. And not like me. And got out a diaper and told me to wear it. Oh, okay. I asked why and she told me that it was because I was acting like a little kid when I should have acted like a good older sibling. I reiterated that I was not explicitly or, straight up told to cook. And I do my share of chores, and that my other 4 siblings could have cooked. She then asked why I never told any of my siblings to cook, and I explained it's because all of us had stuff figured out to eat. She got furious and screamed that I let everyone's health suffer, and that the vegetables and meat are going to waste. Have y'all ever heard of an air fryer? Throw all that shit in the air fryer. 20 minutes. Dinner for everyone. Vegetables and meat. Throw it all in together. Cook the mom. Problem solved. And she got furious and screamed that I let everyone's health suffer and that the vegetables and meat are going to waste. She told me I have 3 minutes to put on a timer or else she will never talk to anyone in the family ever again. Ooh. Ooh. I refused to wear the diaper and she texted the names or the numbers of everyone in my family announcing what happened and that she'll never talk to anyone in the family again because of my immaturity and stubbornness. My dad tried to talk to her, but she ignored him. My 18-year-old sister says my mom was outrageous, while the 3 youngers are saying that I might cause my parents to have a massive fight. What is going on? What is going on? I mean, first of all, chat, get your answers in. But I'm going to say not the asshole, and the mother clearly has mental issues that she needs to get help for. I think that's the take. But also, I recommend an air fryer. Listen, if you got vegetables and meat, put them all in one thing. 30 minutes. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I blacked out through all of that. Me too, kind of, as well. Not the asshole for sure. I also had no idea if we were going to be talking about like a metaphorical diaper. Not the asshole for sure. That one was very bizarre. The mother's in the wrong. Unfortunately, she sounds very mentally ill. And I hope she gets help for it because there's a lot of young kids in that house. Am I the asshole for being the reason my parents and brother may become homeless? Let's get our predictions in. I am going to say... I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, but I may be wrong. People are saying not the asshole. Are we kind of saying everyone sucks here? What are we feeling? I feel like a lot of people are saying no. Depends. Hey, that's a cop-out. Put your suggestion in. All right, let's read it. Let me preface this. Oh. That's when you know it's going to be messy. Let me preface this by saying I love my family and I can't live without them. This one's going to be messy. I'm a single mom, 34, and I'm doing my best to provide for my daughter, 15, and make sure she has a good life. Right now, my parents, 55 and 58, and brother, 32, live with me in a 2-bedroom apartment. All right, I'm assuming that this is going to have somewhere to go with them being bad, and she's looking out for the sake of her daughter. So I'm going to continue and say no, because it seems like the weight of the world is on this person's shoulders who's just trying to provide for their daughter, but also providing for both her parents and her brother. So it's an extra 3 people in the household, including her parents. So they all live with me in a 2-bedroom apartment, which means I share a bedroom with my daughter. Yeah, I'm gonna say not the asshole already. Na 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 na. Oh my god, I mixed the Shawn Mendes la 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 with the Mariah Carey na 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 no. Did you hear that? I've never done that before. I've never done that before. Oh my goodness. Wow, that caught me off guard. Whoa. I need to like listen to that back because I like don't even know what just happened. Whoa, that was crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna continue and double down on my not the asshole. I may be proven wrong, but whoa, that was crazy. Bring me a little water now. People are referencing the James Charles thing. Wait, does anyone remember how does this intro go? Remember the intro where it's like, oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, wait, how does it go? How does the James Charles intro go? Oh, oh. Am I doing it right? I feel like I'm missing a step. It goes like, oh. Wait, how does it go? How does it go? And it's him with like the paintbrush. Wait, is it literally that short? Oh, oh. Ow, I just kicked myself. Is that how it goes? Wah, wah, wah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I'm going to say not the asshole, though. Sorry. Jesus. Oh, oh. Oh, God. Sorry, let's jump back into this. Where were we? I need to, like... Okay, so basically, this mother is 34, has a 15-year-old daughter, in a 2-bedroom apartment. Her parents, 55 and 58, and also brother, 32, are also living under this one roof that's hers, which is 2-bedroom apartment, and she is sharing a bedroom with her daughter. Wow, what a mood shift. My goodness. I hate it because I want her to have her own space and be a normal teenager who slams their bedroom door shut and mopes around. It's not possible because it just sounds like a good mother. It's not possible because my parents use the other bigger, I don't think so, bedroom, and my brother sleeps in the living room. So, does this mother even have, like, a place in her own apartment for herself? You know what I mean? It doesn't sound like it. My parents are extremely religious and believe God will send them a miracle and they'll have a wonderful, money-filled life soon. The thing is, they've been waiting for this miracle for more than 10 years. They've been given prophecies and dreams that indicate God has something big in store for them. In the meantime, my dad has lost his job, doesn't work, and my mom doesn't work either. Every time I ask when God will be delivering on this... Sorry. It's like so shady. Every time I ask them when God will be delivering on these promises... Jesus. I mean, it's a valid thing to ask. They say, soon. Just have to be patient. The sad thing is they really believe all of that bullshit. I'm so tired of living with them because we don't get along and my mom and I are regularly in some sort of argument about the dumbest things. I get treated like a child. See, that's the problem. Your parents are not going to treat you like a child in your own property, in your own home, with your own daughter. Your parents are babying you, not the asshole. But I don't know where this is going. Are they kicking them out? Hold on. I'm so tired of this because my mom treats me like a child and neither nor or my daughter's opinions are taken seriously. Me and my daughter's social lives have suffered because we can't bring anyone into our place as they'll be confronted by a messy living room since my brother... Oh my god, I forgot the brother was there too. isn't a clean person, and my parents are always at home. My brother has an online writing job, but it takes him weeks to complete his work, and he doesn't get paid that much, so he's not contributing at all to our living costs. My parents don't contribute anything either. Well, that miracle needs to hurry up from God or get out. Sorry, not the asshole. This has been a long time coming. My daughter's mental health, so the daughter's 15, is also suffering because she doesn't get along with my parents, but she tries her best to. This is so sad because of how obnoxiously religious they are. Oof. Oof. I know that her anxiety and her depression and my own will be easier to handle in a healthy way when we're in our own place. I'm planning to move away, but that'll mean that my parents and brother won't have somewhere to pay rent for or won't be able to buy food because they'll be homeless. Am I the asshole for considering leaving them all behind and getting a place for me and my daughter? No. No. Chat, what do we think? I'm gonna... No. No, I mean, you know, it's so sad that, you know, you feel the weight of the world is going to be left on your shoulders, that they're going to, you know, be homeless and stuff like that. But you're very clearly saying that they're also not making an effort to change anything, to contribute to whatever. You're clearly saying that they're waiting for a miracle from Jesus Christ himself to happen. So they're not looking for a job. They're not looking to contribute. Your brother's not really good at his job. He's not trying to be good at his job. He's not being paid. You and your daughter do not get along with your parents or brother anymore. You can't bring people over in your own space. For you and your child, I hope they move out. And I wish them all the best, because for your parents really using you for 10 years, waiting for a fucking miracle from Christ to like, and using that against you. And whenever this mother has confronted her mother, when is the miracle going to be happening? They're like, soon. 10 years? No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, we're not going to be doing that. So, chat, what have we came to the conclusion for? What have we came to the conclusion for? I hope I'm never that level of delusional. Yeah. I would say strong, not the asshole. Wait, this top comment says, not the asshole. I know many people will probably go with the religious angle, but that aside, you've put your life on hold to give them a roof over their heads and look after them, and they seem to be doing nothing in return. Give them plenty of notice, but tell them that nothing will change your mind. Ooh, that's good. The notice is important, and that nothing will change mind. That's important. It'll be absolute hell as they'll try all sorts of emotional blackmail, but you have to put your and your daughter's well-being first. It's an awful situation. Oh my god. And then someone else is... Ooh, the comments are... the comments are fighting. Do not give them notice. Other than your stuff disappearing and then saying, daughter and I are out of here. I've paid X amount of months in rent in advance, so you'll have time to find jobs for yourself. Whoa, we're fighting. Someone said this is not good advice. Firstly, why would they pay several months in advance? Can they even afford that and move out? Also, any damage they make to the place in those months will be this person's responsibility. Give the landlord notice. I mean, if the landlord found out as well, this person would be kicked out because that's breaching tenancy. So, chat, what advice do you give to this person? Like, what advice do you think this person should be giving? What do we think should be happening right now? I'm gonna read chat. Like, what do we think that happens in this? Run. Make the landlord kick them out. Run. Parents should not be dependent on their children like this. She's too nice by her moving out. Yeah, and it's like her place, but I guess if the memories are now associated with that, like a fresh new start, I understand it. Demand they pay rent if they want to continue living there. Hard boundaries, kick them out. She needs to get out ASAP for the mental health of her and her kid. I have a brother like that. We had to cut him off. Sublease that shit. Just give them notice. They need to put the child first. I feel like they have to tell their parents to move out or stay until the end of the lease. I think, honestly, if the landlord found out, they would be kicked out. Right? Because landlords are so, like, if a landlord knows that there's other people in the property that they can be paying rent for, you know what I mean? Like, that's illegal. Also, fuck landlords, but, like, you know what I mean? Something to note as well. Okay, so moving on, we have the next one. Am I the asshole for not paying in full? Okay, what do we think? What do we think? Just based on that title, am I the asshole for not paying in full? What are we thinking? And you did it at my birthday dinner, and you didn't pay in full at my birthday dinner. And I had to call up the waiters and say, I'm sorry that you didn't pay in full. People are saying asshole. Okay, people are saying asshole. Okay, let's read it. And you did it. Love that video. A close friend's girlfriend had invited a load of friends down to her home near London for the weekend. Hey, close to me. Hi. There were 12 of us in total. Oh, too many people. Too many people. I don't want a friend group, like, outing to be any more than, like, 6 people. Any more than that, it gets clicky. There's grips. There'll be drama. I don't like where this is going already. Too many people. Who has 12 friends? That's a good point. Oh my god, Cyrus has joined the bed. Hey! Hey! Hi! Hi! Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Any words into the mic? Meow. Any more thoughts? Any more thoughts? Silence. Whoa. He has the same PR team as Colleen. I don't know how many times I've made that fucking joke. Yeah, 12 friends is a lot. It's a lot. So there were 12 of us in total, mostly couples, all fairly close mates. She planned a big meal for both the Friday and Saturday night. She asked us all if we could chip in some money to contribute towards the food and some booze, soft drinks, and maybe some beers. Ooh, calm down. Calm down. Maybe some beers. Jeepers creepers. And the fun does not stop. The fun does not stop now. What a weird way to phrase that. It's almost like they didn't want to say they were drinking. You know, food and just like one beer. Sorry. I completely get the friend wanting people to contribute towards the bill of everything. That makes complete sense to me. She was going to buy from the supermarket. Everyone was asked to bring their own booze. Oh, so that's why we're only buying a couple beers. Spirits, more beers. Calm down, y'all. Fuck me. Can I come? This all sounds totally normal and fine. I think she asked for £30 from each couple. 12 people by 30. Someone who's clever, work that out. Please. How much money is she taking from the friends for this? £360. For food and a couple beers? That seems like a lot of money. For, like, some beers and some food from a supermarket. I think if you're asking everyone to pay £30 and they're also bringing their own stuff, maybe you're just shit at doing groceries. Like, why is it £360? Buy some peanuts, buy some pretzels, buy some beer. Don't go too crazy, of course. You know what I mean? It's $180 because it's 12, because there's couples. It's split between 12 people. Okay, so it's still a good couple hundred. So $180 for a couple beers and some food still seems like a little bit much. I mean, £30. Okay, here's what I'm saying. I feel like 15 is the max. You know what I mean? Like £15, $15 would be the max. If you're asking them to bring their own stuff as well, what do you need money for? You're asking them to bring their own alcohol and you're like, give me money for alcohol. If you want a birthday card with money inside it, babe, just ask. So she asked for £30 from each couple. The problem is my girlfriend and I were only available to come on the Saturday night. Ooh, so they want to pay 15, I assume. Here's where it gets messy. I let my friend know a few weeks in advance. I messaged the friend privately and said, if this is the end of a friendship, it means that you're not their true friend. That's what I'll say now. If this is the end of your friendship, like there's an argument of this, there's no real friendship to lose there. I messaged the friend privately and said, hey, so we're only going to be staying one night. Would you want a bit less money from us? Hoping that £15 would be more accurate. My thought was that she had simply forgotten to calculate for us, forgot we were going to be there for Friday evening and meals. But her reply was along the lines of, wow, that's cheeky, guys. I mean, I guess you could pay less. But now it's very awkward, and we simply paid the full amount. It's left a lingering tone for us, but we're still friends. Well, that's just weird. I'll continue reading, but like, granted, £30 isn't that much. Yeah, but you're paying what everyone else is paying for a weekend thing when you're only going there for a few hours on the Friday or the Saturday, whatever it was. You know what I mean? The friend is coming across greedy here, and if the friend cares so much about money, then this really isn't a friend that you should really care that you're losing, in my opinion. And yeah, it's just coming across weirdly passive-aggressive. I'll say not the asshole. Granted, £30 isn't that much. I don't think it's the problem with the money, though. I think just, like, morally, like, them having a cheeky response to that is a bit bitchy. And she did put a lot of effort into getting the food and drinks. But whilst, well, don't host then if you don't, you know. But whilst everyone was enjoying a big meal together on the Friday night, we were at home having leftovers and just in front of the TV because we now had paid for their meal. Edit, I should also add the first meal, the one I wasn't there for, was barbecue, meats, etc. And the second one was more of a cheese and bread scenario. I'll help you decide, or I'll want to give you that to see if it helps sway your decision. Okay, so basically, they paid for everyone else to have a big fancy fucking meal. And they got a cheese plate the next night. And granted, I love a cheese plate. I love a cheese plate. I love a little charcuterie board. I love it, but you're paying... No. You're not the asshole, and I think your friend is being incredibly... just rude here for no reason. What do we think, chat? A cheese board for £30? And you're also paying for everyone else? No. You don't want to talk about being robbed. Like, what are we thinking, chat? Not the asshole is sweeping. Not the asshole is sweeping. Time and place. Yeah. Seriously. I mean, yeah. Not the asshole is sweeping. That's such a weird thing. What is the response to this? Wait. The top reply is, I don't know if you're the asshole, but you're definitely a cheapskate. I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that at all. I don't see this has anything to do with being a cheapskate at all. I disagree with that commenter. Do we agree or disagree with that commenter? Because I disagree. This has nothing to do with being a cheapskate. You're paying for stuff that you're not even going to. Yeah, how are they being cheap? They paid the full amount. They paid the full amount. They paid the full amount. Someone replies and says, I don't think the op is a cheapskate. In fact, I think it's ballsy of someone hosting an event and then asking their guests to pay for it and expecting them to pay for a barbecue when they're not even going to it and are just going to get bread and cheeses. Your friend is a bad host. Dude, it's 12 people for a whole weekend. It's super reasonable to ask others to chip in for the cost of hosting that many. I disagree. You're basically paying for stuff that doesn't apply to you. Yeah, just order pizzas or something. If you don't want the burden of hosting. You know what I mean? I'm firm, not the asshole. Absolute firm, not the asshole. All right, we're going to swiftly move on to the next one. So I'm going to read out the title, and then I'm going to read it off camera, and then I want to know your opinion, and then we're going to dive in. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter her disease is not an excuse to neglect her responsibilities? If we had to do a prediction, what do we think? Am I the asshole for telling my daughter her disease is not an excuse to neglect her responsibilities? Oh. I mean, we're getting a swooping asshole right now. Okay, let's read it out. Everyone's saying asshole, okay? And if you know Reddit, you can see the screen right now and kind of... My daughter, 17 female, got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes late April. Her DX wasn't really dramatic or anything. What is that? What is DX? Her DS? Her Nintendo DS that she loves. Diagnosis? Where does the X come from? Where does the X come from? Oh my god. Oh, not I'm gonna get hiccups now. If you're not watching this on Twitch and you're watching this on YouTube, between the last one and this one, there was probably an hour where we did sing-alongs and I kind of winded myself. So it's like RX. Oh, it's an abbreviation. Well, clearly, but anyway. Her diagnosis wasn't really dramatic or anything. Okay, well, now you're just speaking for her, but okay. My stepsister has had it since she was a child, so when I noticed that she was drinking a lot, I immediately thought to bring her to the doctor, and here we are. I can honestly say that we've adjusted pretty well. It's always we. It's always we. You know what I mean? They don't have the diagnosis, but we are diagnosis. Girl, it's not yours. Shut up. My stepsister came over when she came home and helped us out a lot. My daughter is old enough that she can handle most of it on her own, but I thought it was your diagnosis as well. I thought, it's our diagnosis. Shut up. Here's the problem. Is there one? Is there one? The X indicates multiple. Okay. Here's the problem. Since her diagnosis, she's completely stopped taking care of anything around the house. We have had quite a few animals that she and her siblings, 6 and 9, share the responsibilities of. They have had to step up a ton because she won't even feed the dogs anymore. So basically, the responsibility is falling on the other siblings, and this person's annoyed at it, the mother. Because they're so young, there's a lot of things that they cannot physically do, and I am a single mom who had to get a second job to pay for her insulin. This mother is complaining about having to get insulin for her daughter. Can we take note of that, please? She's going, I have to become a job to get insulin. First of all, that's a problem to do with the country in which you're in, that you have to pick up another job to get fundamental medicine, first of all. Can we clarify that it's a fundamental issue with the country in which you're living in, that you have to pick up a second job to be able to afford insulin? However, to complain about it is showing that you're holding a grudge against your daughter when it's something that she cannot control. The daughter is 17. Okay. I am a single mother who had to get a second job to pay for her insulin. Obviously, I don't hold it against her. It's not her fault. Okay, but why did you bring it up then? I don't have time for the animals. Not to mention, her grades are all Fs now. Okay, this is just like a smear campaign of your daughter on Reddit. What is happening back there with my kitties? The other day, I hit a breaking point, and was it when you went on Reddit to fucking talk shit about your daughter? I hit a breaking point and told her that if she doesn't start helping out, I will start rehoming the animals that her siblings can't handle. She had a total breakdown, telling me I have no idea what she's going through and how hard it is. I told her it's not an excuse to completely neglect everything, that she has to get her shit together or the animals will be finding new homes. She ran out of the room complaining and hasn't spoken more than 3 words to me since then. I understand that this disease is a lot to handle, and I'm trying to be supportive. Can we talk about that sentence within itself is problematic? I know that this disease is a lot to handle, and I'm trying to be supportive. Kitties, can we stop fighting? Time and place. Time and place. But I don't know what to do anymore, so I'm going to take away her happiness, being her animals, because she's a little bitch that got diabetes. Do you know that's what this reads as? This literally reads as, ugh, how can I punish her for something she didn't, ask for? My stepsister says I need to give her time to adjust. So the stepsister who also has the type 1 diabetes. But I don't know if I can. My stepsister says I need to give her time to adjust. But I don't know if I can. Am I a terrible person for doing this? Chat, while I gather my thoughts, can we get your opinions on that one in? Wow. You just outed yourself as a shitty mother. You literally outed yourself as a shitty mother. Number 1, seems like you have a vendetta against your 17-year-old. Your kids that are 9 years old are old enough to also look after animals. I don't know what the animals are. I'm going to assume that... What should we assume the animals are? For some reason, you're not saying what the animals are. Are we talking about a hamster? Are we talking about a guinea pig? Are we talking about a rabbit? Are we talking about a dog? Are we talking about a cat? Are we talking about a bird? Are we, because the mother goes on to say, this is an animal that she bought herself, and it's also plural, so the child, 17-year-old, bought the animals, and apparently there's plural, which makes me think that it's like... She said dog. When? She didn't say dog. She didn't say dog. I think that it's guinea pigs. You know what I mean? I think there's multiple guinea pigs because the child bought them themselves. What fucking child is buying it? What I was about to say, what 17-year-old is buying a dog? I mean, I bought one when I was 18, but um, this sounds like it sounds like you're holding a vendetta against your child, right? Your other kids that are 9 are old enough to look after the animals as well. And it just sounds like you hate your daughter because you've had to pick up this second job to pay for the insulin. And it's really unfortunate and really fucking devastating that anyone would have to pick up a second job or even have to be out a lot of money buying fundamental medicine. But it's not your daughter's fault. Or is it your fault that you have to do that? But you can't blame your daughter for that. You're literally saying that your stepsister, who also has the diabetes, is saying to give her time, and you're openly saying, I don't know if I can give her time. What, are you going to kill her? What are you going to do? You're taking the animals from her, then what? Okay, great. Give your child trauma from taking away their fucking pets. What an awful mother. What an awful, awful mother. Yeah, why can't the daughter move in with the stepsister? I feel like the mother's probably going to suggest that next. I feel like that would be good for the daughter. Literally your stepsister telling you that you need to give your daughter time to adjust, and you're like, no. What is wrong with you? And yeah, Quisker says, taking away the animals will only worsen how the daughter's feeling. Yeah, stepsister W. Can we get some W's in the chat? And can we also get some fucking tomatoes for the mother? Seriously, like, this is so crazy that you would write this online. Like, that you would openly write this online. And look at this. Literally, this person has been labeled as an asshole online. Yeah, dude, you're the asshole. To quote you, her diagnosis wasn't really dramatic. For who? You or them? She's 17 and her whole life is different now. She's a child. You're the parent. She's depressed because it sucks and she's struggling to adjust. Considering the developmental stage of a 17-year-old, your stepsister's experience is helpful and you're ignoring it. Clearly, you've both got a lot on your plate, and it's ridiculous we live in a country... Oh, this is the point I was making. It's ridiculous we live in a country where you have to pick up a second job to pay for something that's keeping her alive, and it sucks. However, her body is unfairly attacking itself, and I don't think starting with, I'm going to rehome your pets because your mental health blows and you're not caring for them, was the move either. Holy shit. Oh my god. Not to mention, if the daughter supposedly paid for them, the mother has no right to give them away. There should be some sort of legal issue. I feel like whenever you're under the age of 18, you need a parent to be with you whenever you buy an animal anyway, so, or adopt an animal, so the responsibility does lie on the mother, so the mother could do what she wants with the animals. But it's just so sad that you're like, her life sucks now. I'm going to make it even worse. Like, what is wrong with you? No. You don't want to talk about bad mothering. Mothering? I meant to say parenting. Am I the asshole for agreeing to save a stranger's table and watch their belongings at a bar and then leaving before they returned? Okay. What do we predict? What do we predict? I think this all depends on how long you were waiting, and also the fact that if you didn't let the bar staff know or didn't give the bar staff, you know, their things. Like, if you literally just left it on the table. I'm going to say... Oof. Am I the asshole for agreeing to save a stranger's table and watch their belongings and leaving before they returned? Oh, this is so situational. Like, you know what I mean? Like, were you going to be leaving anyway and you're just agreeing to look after for 5 minutes? Or were you going to be sitting down with another couple drinks? This is so situational. I need more information. So last night, me and my friend were at a bar, sitting at a table outside in the smokers area. These two girls sitting at the table next to ours asked if we could save their table and watch their things while they stepped away. They also said make sure that no one roofies their drink. Clearly, other than the drinks that I saw on the table, all that I saw was a hoodie. So this is all very important for, like, the context, right? We assumed they were going to the bathroom or to get high in the parking lot. Not really our concern. Okay. Tables outside were in high demand. Oh, that's so awkward as well. Like, if they don't come back within, like, 10 minutes, the fact you're holding up a table at a smoker's area whenever people want it is, like... Tables outside were in high demand, and we didn't have to tell anyone that those seats were taken, as people already got the gist when they approached and saw the unfinished drinks and hoodie. 10 minutes went by and the girls didn't return. Okay, so we're already at 10 minutes, which is pushing it a little bit. However, 10 minutes I would wait. Even if I wanted to go, 10 minutes I would wait. Not like we were clocking it, we were just catching up and bullshitting amongst ourselves. Then 15 minutes went by, then 20, then me and my friend finished our beers, and after 25 to 30 minutes, okay, not the asshole. Hey, that's my pizza. Not. I think if you're waiting upwards of 30 minutes, you're not. We got up and left to go to another bar, even though the girls never returned. On our way out, I hear, hey, aren't you supposed to be saving our... Well, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you... You were inside? And we see the two girls are in line to get drinks, even though they already had drinks on the table. And FYI, this bar doesn't have wait service. You can only buy drinks at the table. And I say, yeah, but you didn't come back when we were ready to leave. And they say, whatever, dude, nice. Well, is anyone sitting at our table? I say no, and they continue. Well, I hope no one steals our stuff. Bitch, I would go back and steal the stuff and down the drinks. And by now, everyone in the line is listening, and I realize there's unwanted attention on me, so I don't say another word. I wave goodbye and walk off. Then, huffed in disbelief at her audacity... So are me and my friends the asshole for leaving before the girls came back? No. No. I think this is so, like, you need the context for this one, and I think that you're not. I think for 30 minutes and they're inside, they're pushing it. But what I would specifically do in that instance, I'm going to be honest, is if I was waiting 30 minutes and more than 30 minutes... I would take the hoodie and the drinks and give them to the bar. I would give them to the bar and be like, hey, this person wanted me to watch their table, but they're taking too long. Here's their stuff if they come to you. That's what I would do in the moment. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't do anything more than that. And then I'm on my way to another bar. You know what I mean? But what do you think? Asshole or not? What would you have done in that specific instance? Makes sense. Yeah, everyone's kind of agreeing. That's what I would have done. They should have not bought drinks if they were going to drink them within 20 minutes. Well, they were gone so long, they probably forgot they had drinks. Yeah, well, I'm going to say not the asshole. Again, I thought there was going to be the asshole, but I'm going to say not. Well, I enjoyed doing Am I the Asshole? We haven't done these in so long, and thank you. It's been so good to be able to come on here and do something that has been so unrelated to all the mess that has been going on, so I appreciate that. It felt really good to be doing all this. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you're all doing very well. We're very close to 10,000 on Twitch, which is very exciting. And yeah, I appreciate you all being a part of this. I'm going to go eat my pizza. Should I show you it? First of all, I have some of these. Yummy. I love you, Chloe. And then my pizza. The moment of truth. I've never gotten from this place before. La 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 la. Ooh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Alright. I love you all. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all very soon. Hope you all have a beautiful night. Mwah.